What's up, good people? You got Lavelle here, aka Vell, and welcome back to my channel where we bond over our favorite TV shows, trending topics, and everything in between that you and I care about. So today, I wanted to go over this trending topic. Well, yeah, I guess I could say trending topic that I actually saw on yesterday for the first time. And sometimes I'm just slow to the party. You guys already know that. So I'm not sure how long this has actually been out, but it caught my attention on yesterday. And so I just wanted to talk to you guys about it because I thought it was somewhat of an interesting topic in relation to Traci Braxton and her new look. So before we get into that, if you are new to this channel, this would be a great time for you to take a moment to subscribe below and click that notification bell so that you could join one of the most evolved subscriber families in these YouTube streets. And whether or not you are a subscriber, please also remember to hit that like button below, as all YouTubers pretty much say, because it helps us grow. It gets our channel recognized by the YouTube algorithm, etc. So although it sounds insignificant, it is actually very important. And it's just your way of saying, you know, not only that you like the content, but also, hey, I support you. I hope you grow. And also another way to help us grow, but also stay connected, is by joining our VIP. You see, I'm getting quicker with that. Our VIP text community. And it's very simple. It's as simple as just sending a text message to the number listed below. And you are then able to direct message me, as well as you will receive updates of when I upload new videos, because unfortunately, the notification bell for YouTube doesn't really work. Like, I did a poll and 59% of you didn't get a notification that I had actually posted a video. So that's very important for that, as well as, because, you know, it's about you and, you know, what's in it for you, right? And what's in it for you is that our VIP text community will start to have incentives, and we're rolling that out in the next week or so. And so if you want to be a part of that, you want to be a part of like the core family, definitely join our VIP text community. So with that, let's get into what you really came here for. And that is the topic at hand, which is Traci Braxton's new look, I guess you can call it. So on Hollywood Unlock, they were saying fans are expressing their concerns after new photos of #Traci Braxton surfaced of her looking thinner. Do you think her fans are overreacting? So let's look at, for those of you who have not yet seen this, let's look at this photo that everyone is talking about. So I'm gonna do this one first. So Traci Braxton was actually at the wedding of her son to his long-term girlfriend. I think they've been together, if I remember reading the caption correctly, I think they've been together for 10 years. This is the same young lady who was actually on their reality show as well. And oh, let me remove this because I'm like, why can't we see the little baby? Oh, give me a moment. So this little young man here, that's their son. I'm not sure who that is. The older little boy. But anyway, that's their child together. So he's finally married his longtime girlfriend, which is always cool when that happens. And so what people are really talking about, not so much celebrating the union of people, because, you know, people don't like to concentrate on happy things. They like to concentrate on the drama a little bit. So what we have here is Traci Braxton, who you can see here, she definitely looks a lot thinner than what we are traditionally used to. And just to give you a better perspective of that, we have this photo here where you can see she definitely has had a pretty dramatic weight loss. And she posted this video. I'm sorry, she posted these photos on her social media. Yeah, she's posted these photos on her social media, but she also posted this video as well. And so people were doing a comparison. And so let me play this for you guys really quickly if we all set up. So this was on her IG. And we can see here, she looks absolutely stunning. And you can tell here she's lost some weight. She looks great, looks beautiful. I think maybe this is a photo shoot or something. And I love the hair. I love when she has the red in her hair and the black and red, but I don't think nobody can hate on this. She looks absolutely beautiful. She looks a little like Toni too, but they all kind of look alike a little bit. They daddy can't deny them. Okay, that was it. So yes. So as you see there, you know, it looks even thinner really than this one. This picture, you know, she looks different. So once again, you know what we do here. I like to see what the internet's people are talking about when it comes to these sort of things. So we have a few comments. Actually, I got a lot of them because it was a lot going on. It was a lot of people kind of weighing in on this, and I just kind of found it hard to thin out the herd of comments that I found interesting. So this video may be a lot longer than usual when it comes to these sort of things, but you know, you guys let me know if it's too long. It's going to be longer. I may still cut out some things, but just, you know, we trying things around here. So let me know if it's way too long, too many comments. So anyway, let's get into it. So the first comment was, this person says, I bet she turned the comments off because most of them were probably about her weight, her obnoxious, lying, troublemaking daughter-in-law, or about whether or not her sisters were present and if they were even invited to the wedding. So I did notice that was true, that she did cut off the comments to that. And honestly, it probably was all of the above, because I remember kind of even seeing anything about them, there was still a strain between Traci and the other sisters. Looked like Tamar was coming around to repairing her relationships, if I'm not mistaken. But some of you may know a little better than I, and feel free to comment below if you know even more. But maybe she was also aware, or maybe she started to see comments about, you know, her drastic weight loss, and maybe that was why she cut off the comments. I've seen people do that. I have yet to cut off comments for anything, but who knows? You know, the longer we do these things, sometimes people get a little crazy in these comments. So can't say I never will. I probably just would ignore it, to be honest, and get off social media. And then certain things if you kind of know it's going to be people being reckless or whatever, it's okay not to post. Like, I thank God that I grew up in the era where I don't feel the need to post everything about my life or what I do or every move I make. I just don't. I'm okay with having, you know, a personal and public life. So I don't really feel compelled to post everything. But, you know, that's just me. It is part of helping your celebrity and your brand, too. I do get that as well. Okay, so next, enough about me. Next comment is, I think she hasn't gotten comfortable with her new body yet. It'll take some time to improve her mentality, but I'm hella excited for her. So what's funny to me as I was reading through a lot of these comments was you'd be amazed at how many psychiatrists and physicians, non-degreed, mind you, are in these comment sections with like all these theories of what's going on. So this person thinks that, oh, the issue is she's lost this weight, and although she looks, you know, great or whatever, she's just not comfortable with herself. So that's why she kind of looked a little, you know, I don't know, bashful or whatever in the photo. Like, how do you know this? How do you know this? Just from looking at a picture, you know, diagnosed her mental state at the moment of the flash of this photo. But you gotta love people. You gotta love them, especially the internet peoples. Okay, next one. This person says, I wish people would stop saying a woman looks beautiful because she's skinny. What the F? A woman can just be as beautiful with weight. Stop putting these lies into our young females' heads that skinny is beautiful and fat is ugly. All sizes are beautiful because we are all God made. Yes, all sizes are beautiful as long as they're healthy. That I'm not the person that goes with like, oh, no matter what your size is, you know, do you, blah, blah, blah. I mean, yeah, do you, but if it's not healthy, then I'm concerned, you know, but, you know, I'm out of my business too. But I don't think people, just because you compliment somebody on weight loss doesn't mean you take away or negate those who are of a larger weight and are okay with it. I don't know. I don't get that comparison because nobody's saying, well, I'm not going to say nobody, but most people aren't saying, oh, good, she lost weight because she was, you know, not looking great when she was larger. And not that she was even, I don't think she would be considered obese, but you know, those BMI things, they not set for, I think, all people. It's some generic number because yeah, the weight it says that I would be looking very frail. And not saying I can't lose any weight because I definitely got weight to lose, but I definitely have some weight to lose. But what it says my ideal weight is, I'll be looking like a bobblehead. We ain't doing that. We don't do that over here. Y'all ain't never got to worry about me losing that much weight. If I can help it now. If I get sick, that's a whole nother story. But anyway, next comment. Let's see what they got to say. It says, both left and right side of the photos show bandages on her upper arms. Could be wrong, but definitely see something on her arms. Videos she posted, arms are not the same size. However, much prayers to her and her family. Yeah, okay, so I didn't notice this until I read that particular comment. And when I read it, I did what, a lot of people, because I'm sure this person did it. I actually went back to the photo and enlarged it so I could see. So let me show y'all what I saw. So, and it ain't as big. I should have went even larger. But anyway, as you can see here where I circled it, you can kind of tell there seems to be some kind of maybe clear bandaging around her arm. So that person was correct. There's definitely something on her arm. I mean, I'm praying, like, again, I'm sharing this because it's fodder for social media. But I'm wishing, nothing but the best for her. And I'm hoping that, she's in good health. And if not, I'm praying that she definitely gets back to being in good health. But anyway, just an observation that, yes, there does seem to be something on her arm. Okay, so let's see who's next. This person says, and they have Jasmine guys, their thumbnail. Some of these thumbnails trip me out, make me chuckle because of who they decide to put there versus themselves. Anyway, this person says, Ayana looks cute. My initial thought. So it was interesting because that was not my initial thought. If we, look back here. I don't know. Does that look like Iyanla to y'all? I don't know. It didn't even cross my mind until I started to see people commenting, saying that, because this was not the only comment that stated that. But once, there were quite a few people who were saying that. Let me know what y'all think below, though. Besides maybe the hair looks a little closer, I still don't really see it, but y'all let me know. What do you think? Okay, so the next comment is, Traci was having health issues at one while with her stomach. Okay, so this person has a theory that she is, in fact, maybe not in the best health, and maybe she has some kind of stomach issues. I have never heard that, so I'm not aware. You guys, let me know. Hey, this is interactive, kind of. When I premiere this, you can chat with me, but otherwise, just comment below. I'll definitely be down there checking the comments here and there. But anyway, so this person says that she has some kind of stomach illness. It missed me if that's an issue, if that's the case, but let me know what you guys think. Again, there's a lot of doctors in here, but again, maybe this is public information on some level. Let's see who's next. This next one says, y'all be nice. She looks sick in the blue. She looks healthy in the slow-mo video. I find this interesting because it says, y'all be nice. She looks sick in the blue. Y'all be nice. But then your next statement is like, but you look sick. I will say that the slow-mo video that I played seems like, she was definitely thinner, but like it shows that she had definitely lost a significant amount of weight compared to her standard normal body size that we've just been used to over the years. But she definitely looks much thinner in this most recent wedding photo. But y'all be nice because she looks bad is what this person's saying. Oh God, you gotta love the internet. Okay, who's next? This person says she's the only one wearing a mask in that photo, like her immune system may be subject to being compromised. The photo with her in the black might be recently posted, but it may be an old photo at a more normal weight. Yeah, so even though they were both posted, like I think on the same day maybe, or a day after each other, definitely there's a difference. And this person's right. Like just because you, film something or photo, like I've been known to post something weeks after I actually did, especially if I go on vacation and stuff. Because if you're, it's wiser, I'll say it this way, it's wiser, especially with these vacations. It trips me out when people are and I'm not going to say I never did it, but I kind of wised up. But it trips me out when people go on vacations and they're posting their every move during the vacation. And it's kind of like, yeah, thanks for advertising. Your house might be empty. Like, this is the perfect time to get you while you across country or even in another country. So yeah, I don't do it. If you see me post anything about a trip, which I haven't been on in quite a while, unfortunately, due to Mr. Panini. Yeah, if you see me post anything about that, I'm not posting while I'm on vacation. I'll usually upload it, once I get back and settled. So it might be a week or two after the actual vacation. So if you come to my house after that, got something for you. Anyway, who's next? Person says, at the end, I think it's supposed to say, at the end of the last season, didn't she allude to being sick? She looks sick, heartbroken. So, and for those of you who may not be as familiar with Traci Braxton, she was on the Braxton Family Values, which was their family reality show with all of the sisters, Toni Braxton and her sisters. And I watched the last season. However, for some reason, my Xfinity streaming service ended at episode 6, I want to say. And it was like, it left me hanging. And I kept checking. And then I was like, was that it? Like, did they abruptly end the season? So this person says they alluded to her being sick. I don't recall that. So now I'm through these comments realizing that maybe there are more episodes that for some reason weren't on my Xfinity stream. So you guys let me know how many. Again, I think I saw like 5 or 6 episodes and then there was nothing else. Let me know if I missed more episodes of the last season. So yeah, because I'm not familiar with her being sick or anything. I think, I can't remember what. I just remember her going to the hotel, or the wedding was kind of the last thing I remember of Trina and the guy. But anyway, let me know. Let me know down below what I missed with that. And yeah, if I missed some episodes. Okay, who's next? Let's see. This person says she's probably got the gastro sleeve. That's why she's lost so much weight. And if she did, good for her. I don't know. I was always under the impression that you had to be 100 pounds over like what your ideal weight should be. Maybe those things have changed. Also, when you got a little bit of money, you sometimes get doctors to do whatever. You can find a doctor to do whatever you want them to do. So it could be that as well. But I never felt like she was large enough to really even qualify for those types of surgeries. But maybe things have changed. Maybe that's not the rule anymore. Yeah, maybe. But again, we got people like theorizing everything under the sun, as you'll see. There are more comments with a lot of theories. Okay, so who's next? This person says, some people just look like that after weight loss, like Big Boy, the DJ. Some people, when you lose weight fast, yeah, you will see where it seems like the head isn't quite as proportioned to the rest of the body. I don't really see that with her. It just looks like she does look a little frail, like it's a little less weight on her than her body naturally would even have if she's skinny. Like the video photo we saw in Black was like, I think like what would be considered a perfectly healthy weight for her, like ideal. But yeah, so we've all seen people who lose weight. That's actually one of my concerns with like losing weight now. Not that I'm not going to lose weight, but like one of my concerns is like, I don't want to lose too much. And have I gained so much that I might have some loose skin? I don't think I can got that bad. But as you get older, your skin doesn't snap back the same way. So we'll see when I get skinny again. Not that I was ever skinny, but I was, at least, yeah, it was compared to now. When I look back at my old pictures, I'm like, you were skinny. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. You guys will be the judge of it. If I start to look like a bobblehead, let me know. Okay, who's next? What we got? Come on. Okay, this person says, just because you post a picture doesn't mean it's the most recent. The one with the sunken cheeks is the most recent. Sunken cheeks is what this. I don't know. I don't know if I would use those words, but it's kind of like people just make comments and they don't really think of, I don't know how it might feel to the reader, like the person that it's about. Like most people reading it probably wouldn't well, I'm not gonna say some people reading it won't get offended at all, but I'm kind of like, maybe we find another word. Let's start tweeting and commenting in kindness. Now, you know, you're gonna, like, I say some slick ish over here too. Like, I'm not perfect, but like overall, my stuff comes from a good place. Like, I'm just human, so, and a little petty and a little ratchet. Okay, next comment. This person says, "God be my witness. I had just said to myself right before you said it that I pray people don't start dragging her the way they did Chadwick Boseman. As you stated, let's pray that she's doing well and nothing is wrong." That's true as well, this comment. And I'm glad they brought it up because it was actually a thought I had as well, that when the star of Black Panther and many other great movies got sick, that they were dragging him months before he actually passed away. And no one knew that he was battling cancer all that time. I think even during Black Panther or yeah, I think it had been years that he was in the battle. Yeah, the battle with cancer. So yeah, they were dragging him because of the way he was looking and his dramatic weight loss. But come to find out, it was because the man was fighting for his life, and people started to feel bad after he passed away, those who were doing that. And so it's kind of like, this is God. I really, really hope and pray that that's not her story at all. But we have to be careful at what we speak over people and how we criticize people, because you don't know what people are going through. And just because they're celebrity doesn't mean they don't owe us to show their entire lives. And so just because it appears that they are sharing their entire lives doesn't mean, and 99% of the time they are not. So yeah, so it's like we have to approach, in general, people with kindness and situations with kindness, and not drag people just from the outward appearance of a situation, because you really just don't know. You only know what people allow you to know and tell you, to be honest. Okay, so I'm off my soapbox with that. Who's next? This person says, "Congrats on the weight loss, but throw that blue dress in the trash." Oh, people are funny. Like, congratulations, but you look a mess. Like, are you for me or against me? It's like what I would say with that. Like, throw it in the trash. Like, could we say like, oh, it's not as flattering on you, or the dress ain't doing as much for you, but you're beautiful, whatever. But throw it in the trash. Okay, next comment. It's called the no attention diet Tamar is on. So this person feels the need to drag Tamar, kind of a backhanded, like, you're going to drag both. You got 2 in 1 in this sentence, and it's just a sentence. And they've dragged Traci and Tamar. Some people really, really, really don't like Tamar. And as much stuff as Tamar has done and bad behavior as she's had in the public, I still wanted her to win. I still was hoping for the best, because, you can't deny her talent, her beauty, what she brings to the table, like as a entertainer, an artist, all of that. You can't take that away from her. It was just, there were some issues and stuff, and she just wasn't the best with her relationships with people. So I didn't dislike her. I just wanted her to do better. But some people, like this person, disliked her, obviously, and still dislike her, even though she's really on her journey to improve herself. And I've been seeing tidbits here and there. I know she has a podcast, which I follow, but I haven't yet listened to a full episode. But she's definitely been trying to do better. Yeah, and I'm hoping that she succeeds at that. But anyway, who's next? Okay, so we have, this person says, "First y'all was calling her the fat sister, so she lost weight. Now y'all calling her sick. You can never satisfy people on social media." Yeah, damn right about that. That was one of my first lessons when I embarked upon this journey as a, working on towards being a social media influencer. One of the first things I learned, and I kind of knew it from life, but it's different when you see all the comment, and people coming at you. But the truth is, you cannot satisfy everyone. So don't spend your time trying to do it. But it's the saying, like, you can't please everyone. And social media is a place that will quickly remind you of that. But it's different in real life, in the sense of, For the most part, when people don't like you, you don't know in detail about it. Like you don't hear the conversations, like, them talking behind your back, or the, people they dragging you to, you don't usually hear it for the most part. But in social media land, usually they're talking on your platform about you. So yeah, it's a lot, but we strong. We build you build thick skin pretty quickly in these situations. And if you can't, you just don't last. It just is what it is. So okay, again, soapbox moment for me. But let's get to the next comment, because again, we got a lot of them. How long is this video? Ooh, it is long. So we're gonna look at this more like a live. So when people go live, they go live for an hour. So let's just treat this like a live. I hope y'all treat it like a podcast. That's why I'm reading this stuff to y'all. So just sit back, relax. Hopefully y'all driving or washing dishes or something, cleaning the house, doing some kind of chores, folding clothes. All right, let's get to it. What's next? Okay, this person says, I think it's her working out, because Traci has always felt like the black sheep for a multitude of reasons, but one of them is her body. She's always felt as the fat one. So I think it's working out. My only issue is I love me some Trey Ray. That's what Trina calls her. And I feel like, damn, Ma, if you did it to shut people up, then maybe you're not happy. Like, I feel bad if she only did it to shut people up. But if she did it for her, good for her. Okay, here's another theory that Traci did all this work of whatever level to lose all this weight only for us, for what people were saying in the internet. I don't necessarily think that. Well, that could have a part to play with. I'm not gonna totally negate that, but yeah, I don't think that's. It could. It's technically a career move as well. Like when you're in that industry, thin is in, so it's what you see. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this comment. Like yeah, it feels a lot. It feels extra judgmental. I don't know. And this is a fan, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Y'all let me know. Weigh in on that one. Okay, so who's next? This person says, you can lose weight, just not too much, where you look like you're on your deathbed. Tammy Roman is another example. Okay. You feel how you feel. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think she's purposely losing weight to look like she's on her deathbed. I mean, there are some celebrities who, take it a little further. And I also think a part of it, like some of the backlash, is that as common folk, especially, kinfolk, especially us, if we're not in the celebrity world, our level of skinny or thin is a lot thicker than what's acceptable in Hollywood. So that's the other piece. Like when you're in, because what they say, the camera adds 10 pounds. So yeah, that's sometimes the conundrum of being in that world versus a regular person, is that like I probably would be the fat guy on the show. Like if I was on the show, they probably call me big boy, and I happen to be tall, so my weight is, it distributes pretty well. But yeah, by Hollywood standards, I wouldn't be considered even medium build. So I get it that yeah, sometimes it just looks frail to us, but it looks great on camera. Okay, so let's see what the next commenter says. This person says, y'all quit lying. Traci looks ill or something. If so, I will pray for her. So we're lying. If you say anything about her looking okay, you're lying. It's not just your opinion. You're straight up lying. You ain't telling the truth, and the truth ain't in you. Oh, you gotta love it. Let's see what you gotta say. Okay, she does not look great. Please stop it. People are concerned, and people who think she looks okay, etc., are sad. So y'all sad. Any of y'all who disagree with this person, y'all disagreeing because you're a sad, miserable person, not because you have your own opinion and your own, standards based on your life experiences. You're just sad because they're right and you're wrong. All right, next person. This person says, I really want to believe that, but I can see sadness in her eyes. Once again, this person probably ain't never met or talked to Traci a day in their life. Probably ain't even tweeted her or DM'd her, but they know. Oh, they know. That is sadness in her eyes. Not an allergy. Not maybe she was tired. Sadness in her eyes. Okay. Next comment. That's not normal weight loss. I know she was really depressed about her niece passing away. Then how her sister treated her. So yeah, we do know that, especially from the show, the parts, the episodes that I could see that were available to me. We definitely saw that they covered that their niece had passed away. Was that last summer? Like, it wasn't too long ago. And she was extremely close to that niece because that niece lived, where do they live? In Cleveland? I think they lived in Cleveland. I think she still lives in Cleveland. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's somewhere like that. But yeah, so her niece passed away and she was extremely close. So she took it very hard because she was interacted with her almost daily. So yeah, I can see how that can play. I don't know how much that has to do with what's going on now or what people are theorizing, but that, and also we do know from the show that, there was a lot of pain being drudged up from, her life with her sisters and her relationships with them, and all the stuff that had been suppressed is just kind of coming to the surface. And sometimes when you have tragedy in your life, it does make you start to be reflective, and kind of other stuff that maybe you were suppressing or that was happening starts to kind of come to light. So again, I don't know how much that has to do with this photo and the way she looks in it, but this person theorizes that that has something to do with it. I don't know what you guys think. Let me know. Okay, so let's see. This person says, she looks shrunken. I feel she's recovering from something. Looks like her son's wedding, and she's taking pictures in a mask. Maybe her immune system is down. That is possible. So I'm not going to totally, disregard this person's comment. So it is possible. Sometimes when people, their immune system is weaker, they're going to be even more cautious. However, because I like to see things from all angles, there are also people like me who still wears my mask, and I am vaccinated and my immune system is not compromised. And I just don't feel comfortable being around a bunch of people still, especially with the variant. I don't feel comfortable being around a bunch of people because I know that I could still get it. I don't want to be sick at all. I don't even want it a little bit. Like, I know it technically shouldn't take me out at this point if I do get it, but I don't want it. I don't want the sniffles or nothing. I want no headaches, none of that. So it could be that some people are just extra cautious when it comes to that. But, their theory could be true as well. Who knows? Because we just don't know. We sitting over here speculating and gossiping. All right, next person. Remember, her mama is a diabetic. Maybe she's trying to make sure she stays healthy because overweight causes diabetes. Yeah, I mean, maybe she's health conscious because of that as well. Who knows? I don't know. People like all these theories. It's kind of like every possible scenario people have thought of. Yeah, we just don't know. Okay, so this person says, just leave the woman alone. How many of us then lost too much weight because of stress, anxiety, trauma, etc.? It can take a toll on one's appearance. Show love, not criticism. It's true. I mean, I'm not saying that any of that has anything to do with Traci, but the statement, in fact, is true, like trauma and stress and all of that. I actually remember from, a breakup losing, what was it, like 18 pounds in 2 weeks. And the crazy part, because my mind is a little sick at times, but the crazy part is sometimes I think about it and I'm like, ooh, if only I could have that feeling again. Not that I necessarily want to go through heartbreak, breakup in a way that, but I will say losing 18 pounds in 2 weeks was nice. I was snatched. And I looked good enough to, get another one. So it wasn't all that bad. Anyway. Okay, next comment. Okay, so next one. Let's see what y'all talking about. This person says, love Traci. She's my favorite Braxton sister. She was always herself and down to earth. She's the only Braxton to keep a man, same husband forever. I will say that Traci is definitely the most rooted to their roots. Like, she ain't really became completely Hollywood. Like, she was still her herself. Like she kind of kept it real. Like she was like, I don't care about the camera, I don't care about this, that, da da da. Tell Drew, keep it real. So yeah, I definitely agree with that. And yeah, I never really thought about it, but she is the only one who still has the same husband. So for better or worse, she still has the same husband. I remember when Tamar being immature and bad behavior, as I said before. I remember when Tamar would throw in the face of her divorced sisters or sisters with the not great relationships that she considered not to be great relationships at the time. She would throw it in their face that her and Vince had like this great life and, you know, they were married and my man and blah, 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 and this and that. And she ends up in the same situation. So that's why you should not, you know, ish on people's situations, because you never know when you can end up in that situation. Karma's a F. Karma's a B. Karma's a B, not a F. So yeah, I do remember that. It just made me think of that. It's random, but it made me think of that. Okay, so who's next? Let's see. I think this person responds to that previous comment. It says, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't her husband constantly cheat on her and had a baby on her? I don't remember that. Allegedly, per the show. Oh yeah, I think Tamar gossiped about that. But anyway, that's not something to, I don't know what that word would have been. I don't know. It's escaping me. Y'all probably know. But anyway, that's not something to blank about. A lot of women stay in toxic marriages just to say they have a piece of man. Nothing to brag about. Okay, I think this next comment is aligned with it before I comment. Okay, so yes, this one says a man can be kept if he wants to be kept. Furthermore, you have some married people who are in marriage for sponsorships and not for relationships or championship. The next person says having a man is no badge of honor. And this person says, yeah, it is if it's loving. Finding true love is hard. The last person says her man ain't no prize. He's a bum. So for me, this whole thread of people communicating on that was interesting, because what it made me think about is growing up. Like I knew of, because unfortunately a lot of people passing away as I get older, but knew of a lot of established relationships, like adults in my life who were in like long-term marriages. Well, and those who are still, thank God, living. Many of them, the majority, really, to be honest, unfortunately, there was like a lot of ratchetness and, like you said, like they said in these comments, cheating, children out of the marriage and all of that stuff. And it's kind of like there was a somewhat of a different mindset back in the day that many people just stayed together for stability, the financial convenience of it. And they just dealt with a lot of ish and waited until, in all these situations I think of, it was the man who was primarily the cheater. And if the woman was cheating, she cheated only because the man was cheating. And she's kind of like, well, you gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. But they stayed together. But what I see, and then, you know, eventually the man tires of running the street and then he just settles down with the woman who stayed with him and stayed by his side. But basically he put her through a lot of ish. So yeah, what I see that's different now though is when I see that, like, I'll say, like, you know, my relatives that are around my age or whatever, who were in similar situations, they was just like cutting them off. Like, you cheated on me, we done. And yeah, I don't know. And then some of them, their lives haven't quite been as far as, you know, when you look at from a picture perfect, financially stable kind of situation, their lives are like, I don't want to put a positive spin on cheating. That's not what I'm doing. But I am just expressing that it just seems like some of their lives ended up being harder after the fact. So it's like a sacrifice. It's kind of like, you know, either I'm gonna go through a lot of ish, have financial stability, or I'm not gonna go through this ish, and kind of like my financial stability and all that stuff may take a hit that I might not recover from fully. So yeah, it's just interesting. So yeah, just hearing of that. So it seems like to me, although Traci seems to have a stable life more than the other women more than her sisters who had divorces, and it seems like they've been through some stuff because of that. Financial, like even Tawanda seems to be, she's losing her house, even though her husband was a complete scrub, at least the way they painted him on a reality show. But it looked like they kept the roofs over their heads at that time. Maybe because of her. But yeah, I don't know. I'm rambling, but I don't know. Maybe you guys will get my point. But it just seems like when people stay in relationships, it's because they just decide that they're going to put up with the ish to, you know, for the stability and all of that. And not all relationships, but I'm speaking specifically about those relationships that have infidelity and all of that stuff. Not every single relationship would have that. Praying that I'll never have a relationship that has that, but you never know. Okay, so who's next? This person says, I'm a diehard Toni fan. Traci didn't love Traci. She has a lot of problems. I feel sad for her. She was never the black sheep. Sad she felt that way. Don't all blacks who obtain money want to be white? Eva, Jada, and her mama, even Puffy mama. This person said a lot. They're like, they're a diehard Toni fan. We need to know that. But Traci is a sad person because she felt like she was the black sheep, but she totally wasn't. I disagree with that from my perspective. And I think she had the middle child syndrome as well. But they did treat her different. They absolutely did. Like, y'all can disagree with me in the comments if you want to, but I am entitled to my opinion. And I feel like she was the black sheep. She even had a conversation with her mom on the last season about how she felt even her mom treated her differently. And I could see those points. And her mama kind of said, wow, I didn't see it that way, but now I kind of see where you're coming from. So she was black sheep. She was black sheep. But this last point they made of don't all blacks who obtain money want to be white? Who is Eva? Oh, don't all black people who want to be white? Oh, I said Eva, didn't I? Eve. So I think she's talking about the rapper Eve, Jada, her mama, even Puffy mom. Okay. I don't see them as necessarily wanting to be white. I see them as blending in with, the word is escaping me. I wish the word wasn't escaping me. Yeah, I don't know. Blending in, I think I think they blend in or on a socio-economic level. Like there's levels to this. And I believe that, yes, are they now a part of the elites? Absolutely. Do they play the part? Absolutely. Are they still pretty much black AF? I feel from what I see that they are. And not saying like they are, power to the people and behind every cause and on pick, and out there, being social justice fighters per se. But yeah, I ain't gonna say they're trying to be white. In my opinion, you guys let me know below if you feel that way. There are some people who are. I do see that too, but I don't feel like at least the people she mentioned. Eva is married to a Caucasian man who's rich, from what I hear, because he just races cars for a living or something, doesn't he? Like for fun, across the world, I think, even. But although she's done that, that doesn't necessarily mean that she's trying to be, white. I've dated outside my race multiple times, and I would again if, not that I'm seeking it, but hey, who you fall in love with is who you fall in love with. Like, if y'all want me to stay in my race, send me the right person. So I'm open to it, but it is what it is. So I feel like Eve falls into that category. And I know I've watched interviews. It's been a very, very long time, like probably a couple of years, where I've watched interviews and her have those kind of discussions of like how she ended up with a white guy who totally based on like, because I've known Eve or followed her. I don't know her. I know her through internet and TV and stuff. But I followed Eve, from her inception as a rapper and all of that. And you would never think back in the day, especially that she would like some normal looking, white guy would ever be her type. But she fell in love with who she fell in love with. And it was based on who she was around and what worked. And I'm okay with that. So I think that makes you trying to be white. And some of you aren't going to agree. And you're going to, think that you should never race mix or whatever. And that's fine. You're entitled to your opinion. Date who you want to date. And we gonna date who we want to date. Okay. So next. Yeah, we only got this. What we got? 3 more after this one. So it's still a long video, but I may be able to cut this down a bit for us. So again, let me know in the comments below, like, oh, this was too long, or you bored me to death, or this okay. If it's, you know, interesting, let me know. This is us working together. We're trying to build this thing. We're trying to figure it out. I don't know everything. I need your help. All right, next person. Family Braxton. Okay, this is wrong. The name of the show was Braxton Family Values. They got it mixed up. Was the best reality show ever. That part, it was very good, especially in the beginning, like the first few seasons. It got a little like, you know, towards the latter part of it. Kind of like when their relationships became strained. For me, it became a little like, you know, but I still, you know, watch. Like I said, I even tried to watch the last season, but Xfinity didn't agree with that. So yeah, but I really enjoyed the show. Yeah, and supported them, or wanted to support them. So yeah. Who's next? What are they? Braxton? Braxton's all crazy. Like, you ain't even spelling their name right. Anyway, money makes you crazy. I'll stay 100 there. And you can stay there by yourself. Because I don't want to be no 100 there. I'm already 100 there. This ain't enough. This ain't giving me what I need. This ain't giving it. Money don't make you crazy. Money does not make you crazy. Money, because you got people, money is the root of all evil. No, it is not. And that is not the same. It is the love of money is the root of all evil. And I know some people who love money and they've caused a lot of evil. And we'll be talking about that in a future video series. Stay tuned. But anyway, back to this. This is what it's about. Yeah, I don't agree with money makes you crazy. What money does do, though, besides the love of money, you know, being the root of evil, what it does do is enhance whatever's already there, your personality. So if you're already maybe a little then it's going to enhance that, because it just gives you a bigger platform and more accessibility to do crazy things and all of that. So yeah, I don't agree with that. And I also don't think they're all crazy. I think they're all human. I think they're all flawed humans, as we all are. And I feel like because they're in the public eye, their lives are under a microscope. So we see the little nuances of their issues. Tamar Braxton, for instance, if this was real life, if she was one of us, we got cousins like that. Y'all know y'all got a cousin, auntie, sister, even some males, brothers and all that, who act like Tamar Braxton. We all know at least one, if not multiple people who act like Tamar Braxton in our lives. However, they are not scrutinized on the same level as her, hated or despised on the same level as her, because they don't, you know, most of them don't have that level of a platform. So basically what I'm saying is they're human. It's just everything they do is magnified. So I swear to God, I know families and sisterhoods. I swear I could point them out. If I was the kind of person who put people on blast, which I'm not, like personal, you know, put my family out there and stuff. But I know we have people like that in our lives. So it's not the dynamics of that. I see it. I've seen it. I grew up with it. Grew up around it, I should say. So they ain't crazy. They're human. They're flawed humans like the rest of us. They ain't crazy. But I got somebody who is crazy I'm going to talk about soon in another video. Oh, being silly. Anyway, next. Okay, second to last, and I'm gonna let y'all go. Okay, it says, in our community, weight has always come with stigmas. You're getting some hips and thighs, aka spreading. Yeah, I remember that. Then you're pregnant, and if you lose too much weight, then you're sick, the big C, or you have the package. And then they say, you need some meat on your bones. I think that all is well. At least I hope. This person makes a great point. You know, again, kinfolk. We all understood that, like clearly we understood that and have seen it, heard it, all of that. I definitely think that is to a certain degree a part of our culture, at least the way that they're expressing it. However, what I will say is that we aren't the only ones who do that. And y'all have heard me say before in other videos, especially those of you who part of our day ones, where I kind of cringe when people say, we always, you know, we ain't always doing nothing. what it is because you're around, like we're mostly around each other, it appears that we're the only ones doing it, but it's based on your reality. The truth is other races have their things and they're doing the same thing. It's just, it looks different and you're not in their circle. So you don't necessarily see it up close. That's really all it is. So anyway, when it comes to what they're saying, yes, in terms of every term she's used, for lack of a better word, we are all familiar with, and yes, that's the words that are spoken. That's our lexicon and talking about weight. However, other races do the same thing and they have their ways of expressing it as well. So it's not isolated to us. We ain't the only ones that care about weight or get critiqued for weight. We are not. We are not. I guarantee you. I've heard other races talk about like growing up and things that, they say culturally when it comes to, getting weight, spreading, all of that stuff. And yeah, it is true when you lose, you look a certain way and you lose what people consider to be too much weight from your average weight or whatever. Yeah, people do go towards, the big C and what people are now calling the package. And, I don't really care for that term. But anyway, yeah, people think you either have HIV or cancer or whatever. That's true. That's true. It's not cool, but it's true. Okay, so the last one, and this one was interesting. So I saved this for last on purpose. This one said, let's have the same energy for everyone. If this was a Hispanic or white woman who got a deep tan and curled their hair, that would have been called blackface and would have bullied them. But if Toni or any other black person gets blonde hair and bleaches their skin, doesn't get the same backlash. Make it make sense, please. We cannot be one-sided, my love. You have all type of followers of all shades and races. I think this person is not well informed, for lack of a better word. The difference, and what this person is talking about is actually a picture of Toni Braxton that unfortunately I did not remember to upload. But anyway, there's a photo of Toni Braxton where she is stepping out of a pool. Her hair is a very, very low cut, like ball fade kind of situation, but it's blonde. And she has on sunglasses and she appears to be a few shades lighter than she normally is. It basically pretty much close to the complexion of Amber Rose. So people are speculating in that photo. I'm going to add the photo in. That's what I'll do because I got to edit this anyway. So I'll add the photo in. Popping up right now. So in this photo that you're now looking at, she kind of looks Amber Rose-ish. So people are speculating that Toni Braxton is skin bleaching. And that's kind of what people always go to when, black people look a little lighter. But anyway, people started to comment that maybe she's not. It could be the lighting, because you can do a lot with lighting. It could be the lighting of where the photo was taken. Also, Toni Braxton has lupus. And from what people were saying in the comments, we got undegreed doctors in the comment section. So many people were speaking from a place of experience. Either they have lupus or they have close relatives who had lupus. And they were saying that it causes different things. But one of the things they were saying was that it does lighten some people's skin tone when they have, I think, episodes of flare-ups. I think they call it flare-ups. So that was part of it. But anyway, this person is coming from a place of, they don't understand that this could be a part of Toni's, battle with lupus. This person, as we read, is coming from a place of, why aren't we calling out Black people who are doing things that are traditionally European appearances, things? And what I would like to say to this person who's not as informed is that through enslavement, and I know they hate when we talk about it, but the truth is it has way more of an impact than they realize. I don't know why they want to dismiss us, but not everybody else has been through something. That's a whole nother time. I'm gonna do a whole channel for that one. But anyway, what it is that we have been reconditioned. Like our culture got stripped from us. We slowly gained it back. But it had to be, and we created our own, to be honest, and one for y'all. But anyway, it's slowly been stripped from us, and we were forced, groomed, bred to conform to that European aesthetic. And so it has lasted. And it's okay. It is what it is, in my opinion. You know, people aren't going to be okay with it, but it is what it is. It was a part of them cleansing us of our culture and making us adapt to theirs. And so don't blame the victims. There's victim blaming, if you ask me, or survivor blaming for this. There's a reason why that has occurred, and it is what it is. It ain't gonna ever change at this point. You know, there are some of us who are going more, you know, naturally doing we're doing what is more authentic to us and our culture, and we're doing it with boldness. Because in corporate America, I wasn't doing these sort of things. I wasn't growing my hair out because, you know, oh, that's not as professional. Well, who effing says it's not professional? It's culturally acceptable, and I'm gonna do it anyway. So that's a soapbox moment. I mean, I could go deeper and all of that. Some of you are going to get it. Some of you aren't, but that it is what it is. I just wanted to put that out there, that realize where it comes from. It ain't copying. It's not copying. The other side of it, when we see our stuff, that's copying. Let me stop for y'all. Cancel me. Okay. So that was it. I wanted to share those comments with you guys, get your thoughts. Definitely join in, you know, the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts on these comments. Like, what do you, the comments or the photo himself? What is your own opinion of it? Let me know below. Also, if you are new to this channel, you enjoyed the content, and if you lasted this long, you might as well just come on in. Like, welcome to the family. Hit that subscribe button and make it official. And then, you know, hit that notification bell just for the heck of it, because we hope it works, but most times it doesn't. However, we got a guarantee way that it can work, that you will know when I upload new videos, and that is to join our VIP text community, where you will get notifications of when I upload new videos. In addition, you have the ability to text me directly, and we can communicate, and you can give me information. You'll also get exclusive information that I'm sharing only with the VIP community, and incentives that I will only be sharing through the VIP community. It's official. That's all I'm doing. Anyway, so with that, also, do not forget to like this video to help us grow. And if you've made it to this point in the video, let me know below by commenting blessings, because we don't know. We don't know. And we're hoping the best. But let's just say blessings for Traci Braxton. Comment that below, because we wish blessings for her. Hopefully she is fine, and just if it's decide to lose weight and it's good. But if it is the opposite and she's, you know, dealing with something from a health perspective, we want to wish her many blessings for healing and peace and comfort and everything else she needs. So comment below, blessings for Traci Braxton. Yes. So with that, that's all for this video. Until next time, until I upload the next video, make sure to take care and be blessed. Peace.